welcome to Chapter 3. Can you believe we're already on Chapter 3? Lesson 1. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting mentally. So sometimes I have kids that ask me, well, if it says subtract mentally, does that mean that we don't have to show our work? So here's my answer to that. I love for you to show your work now so that your brain can get really used to it, and then you're able to subtract mentally in the future and kind of run through these steps. So I love for you to show your work, so please continue doing that. So here it says, to subtract mentally, break up the smaller number into parts. Smaller number into parts, then subtract in parts. Okay, so keywords there were smaller number. Sometimes kids get confused. Well, which one do I break up? So now we know smaller number. Let's get started. Example 1. It was a sunny, warm, 86-degree Fahrenheit day for outdoor games. What was the temperature when it dropped 17 degrees Fahrenheit? Okay, so what we're going to be trying to find here is 86 minus 17. So what I'm going to do is I notice that 86 and 16 end in the same digit. So if I break apart 17 into 16 and 1, that would make my problem easier. So let's first look at subtracting 17. So if I take 86 minus 16, well, if I look at my ones place, 6 minus 6 is 0. Look at my tens, 8 minus 1 is 7. That gets me to 70. Now I subtracted 16, but I didn't subtract 17. So I need to subtract one more. So I'm going to take my difference here, 70, and subtract 1 from it to get 69. Degrees Fahrenheit is what the temperature is. So 86 minus 17 is 69. The temperature was 69 degrees Fahrenheit by the end of the day. You can also use subtraction rules to subtract mentally. So here are some subtraction rules. Subtracting a number from itself equals 0. So notice if I take 367 minus 367, I get 0. You can also do the subtracting 0 from a number equal to itself. So if I take 545 and subtract 0, it's just going to be itself. Okay, so we didn't need to use those subtraction rules right now for the first one, but let's see, maybe there's one that we need. One that we can use, and I'm noticing right here, example 2, 417 minus 417, that gives us 0, right? Subtracting a number from itself equals 0. 0. So 417 minus 417 is 0. There we go. We use this rule to show our, for example, 2. So let's keep going on. You can mentally subtract a number that ends in 9 or 99. So for example, number 3, find 140 minus 129. My first thing is if I make a 10. Now, this is kind of tricky. Okay, this is really tricky to comprehend. So I'm going to introduce it to you. We'll study it again next year, because it's very tricky to comprehend. If you get it, wonderful. If you don't, that's okay too. We'll keep practicing it, okay? So I noticed that 129 is close to 130. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change 129 into 130. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 to it. So I'm taking away 1 too many. Okay, so if I take 140 minus 130, I get 10. But we subtracted 1 too many, so I need to add it back in. Oh, this is kind of tricky, you guys. So I would take 10 plus 1 to get 11. Okay? This is the key word. I subtracted 1 too many. I took away too many from you, so I need to give it back. I need to add 1. Okay, let's try it again. So I'm going to make 100. I'm going to add 1. I'm going to take away too many because it's easier, and then I'm just going to add 1 back in, okay? So since 99 is close to 100, I'm going to add 1 to make 100. So now I'm doing 223 minus 100 is 123. Okay, but we subtracted too many. I need to add it back in. 123 plus 1 is 124. Okay, now it's kind of tricky because it's not like the addition mentally where we take one away and we add one back in. This is completely different. We're taking one, well, we're adding one and then we're adding it again, which is so confusing, but we just need to keep thinking about you subtracted one too many, so I need to add it back in. Okay, this is the key that helps me understand and helps all the kids understand. So let's keep going. Okay, mentally subtract 34 minus 18 by breaking apart the smaller number. So 18 equals 14 and a 4. Why would I pick 14? Because I see a 4 in 34. So I want to match that number. So if I'm taking 34 minus something, I want to match the 4. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 14 and then I can subtract 4 more. Okay, so 34 minus 14, 4 minus 4 is 0, 3 minus 1 is 2, 20. 20 minus 4 is 16. So 34 minus 18 is 16. Notice how it's matching. Okay, I saw the 4 here, so I want to make my smaller number also end in a 4. Okay, mentally subtract here. I'm going to make a 10. I'm going to make a 60 here. 94 minus 60 is 34. How did I do that? I subtracted my 10s. 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 0 is 4, 34. But now I took away too many. I need to add one back in. 34 plus 1 is 35. So 94 minus 59 is 35. Okay. Here it says, what mental subtraction strategy could you use to find 234 minus 29? I would make a 10 and do 234 minus 30. That would get 204. And I took away too many, so I need to add one back in to get 205. Okay, I do want to do a couple extra practice problems here, just so you have more to listen to, okay? Subtract mentally by breaking apart the smaller number. Okay, notice here I have a 2. I want to make this other digit in the ones place also a 2. So I'm going to take 82 minus, I'm going to break it up. Here's what I want you to do on your paper. 42 and 5 makes 47, but then I can do 82 minus 42 and get 40, and then I can take away 5 more to get 35. Okay, I'm going to match them up. Got a 5 here. I'm going to break 26 into 25 and 1. So then I'm going to do 165 minus 25 and get 140. Then I need to take away 1 more, 139. Okay, I'm going to match the 7 here. So I'm going to break this up into 307 plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to take 387 minus 307 to get 80. And then I need to take 80 minus 1, which is 79. There's my answer. Okay, I want to match my 4. So I'm going to break this number into 424 and 2. So I can do 674 minus 424 to get 250. Then I need to subtract 2 more to get 248. There we go. So I really need to see this work here where you're breaking apart the smaller number and you're showing me what you're breaking it up to, okay? Now, let's go to the next one. Make a 10 or 100. Okay, I notice 59 is almost 60, so I'm going to add 1. I'm going to take away too many, right? So I'm going to say 76 minus 60 is 16. I have to add 1 back in because I took away too many, so I have 17. My end answer is 17. Okay, here I've got a 39, so I'm going to add 1 to make it 40. 120 minus 40. I'm taking away too many, right? 80. And then I have to add it back in because I took away too many. So I have 81. Okay, next. 199 is almost 200. So I'm going to take 554 minus 200. I'm going to take away 1 too many. 100. That's 4, 5, 3. And then I need to add 1 back in because I took away too many to get 355. Okay, here I can make a 20. So I'm going to have 453 minus 20. 433. And I need to add 1 back in because I took away too many. 434 is my final answer. There we go. All right, I hope that helped. Once you kind of get into the swing of things, that's not so bad. But it's kind of a different way of thinking, which I like, and it's good for your brains to think in different ways. So let's give this a shot, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. See you later.